Okay, for those of you that are invested in this storyline, I managed to get the plate onto the cart with relative ease. Got some old boards underneath there to lift it up a little bit so that I get the straps off. That was, one of the difficulties is I was going to need to reposition the straps, those straps. But in using my, modified engine hoist / mobile shop crane, a little bit of help from Braden upstairs, we got that moved over. Seems pretty stable. Got a really good piece of advice from Mike Latino, thank you, on using the ATV or a similar object basically at this point to then tow this thing down the hill using the attachment point. I'm hoping that my buddy can let me borrow his ATV. He said he could, but he also said he might not be able to get it over here. And what amounts to my patience level timing on how much time am I going to allow for that to show up and be borrowed. The other side of it is I've come up with a thought of using the cable here with some extension, basically locking the engine hoist in place up here at the top of the hill, and then using the wire to lower this down to what amounts to the flattest stable portion of this. So I'll roll it down this section of hill, which is pretty even and flat. Doesn't look it, but it is. Get it out here on that surface, which is about the flattest surface where you see the more short yellowing grass. Take apart the engine hoist, get it up on the deck, and then proceed to use my wheelchair ramp to then hoist it up onto the deck and into the shop. So that's the plan as I see it, and we will I'll meet you halfway through that process to give you an update. Thanks. So, as in my normal fashion, hi, first. Second, if I would remember to record half the stuff I do, this would be awesome. But I don't, so let me catch you up. This is the end result of all the different various points of view we had on how to get this done with the tools I had at hand. A couple of them really made sense. With the new hoist, I had extra cable length, so we strapped that onto the tow hitch, keep good leverage, and basically hoisted it down the hill. I put an emergency stop in there just to make certain, didn't need it. And now I'm going to dismantle. As you can see, I've already started the hoist, get that unhitched, get it up on the deck down here, and then we'll put the ramp up, and then I will affix the hoist to the pole down here, that one, and we'll affix that there and just hoist it on up and get it into the shop. So when I get that up on the, or at least when I start dragging it up the wheelchair ramp there, I will be back. All right, welcome back to the Jonah's Doing Something Sketchy program. And let me show you what we got so far. We got the hoist up. Pardon the glare, hopefully this shows up well. We got it strapped in. Yes, that pole does go all the way through. It is what I use to ratchet strap the lathe up here, so I know it'll hold. Got everything back in place. We got the ramp, a catch, and we should be good to start this. Let's see what we got. Good traction coming through. get this lined up and I'll be right back. All right. Welcome back. We got it on. Let's that. Come on. Get the screw out of the way. Last thing I need to do is blow another tire. Yes, I did have one of these tires blow up in my ear once. Yes, it is as excruciatingly painful as it sounds. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Thanks for joining. All right, we're all cleaned up. Everything's put away. Got the ladder staged for the next job. Got everything in. Got the bandsaw cleaned up the other day. Didn't record any of that. Lost footage. You know. But there it is. And that goes on that table. When we bring you back for that, I will see you then. Have a good one.